So let's take a look at all the changes that have come in the latest FC24 title update number 15. We're going to go through all the changes. We're going to see all the good, the bad, the ugly, and more importantly, the sliders and the settings to use if you want to make the game as realistic as possible. Title update number 15 was a big one. I think around 6 or 7 gigs. It also brought the Euro 2024 experience. Of course, now in real life, all the seasons are done. The Champions League final has been played, and all eyes are on the big Euro and Copa America tournaments and stuff like that. So let's see what this update has in store for us. So first of all, they added the Euro 2024 experience, like we have already mentioned. They added the tournament. You can play it offline. I believe you can play it online. There's also like a kickoff mode if you don't want to go through the whole tournament and stuff. All the teams are there that have qualified and some that haven't even qualified. Updated kits, updated like player models and stuff like that. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. I will say though that I don't think they actually have the official squads that are going to the Euros, because there are some players that haven't been called up in real life for the national teams that are still there for selections, and some that aren't. Maybe they'll change with like a squad update closer towards the tournament, but it's pretty sick to see them add that tournament in there as well. They also added a new skill move and celebration. I don't know which that is because they don't specify, and 27 new star heads. So players have been updated, new updated faces. Some were generic, now have real faces, and some real faces have been updated to look even better. So all positives there. There have been changes made to Ultimate Team and the other modes within the game, but we're mainly going to focus on the gameplay, and we'll touch on career mode just a bit now. Regarding the gameplay, they have made the following changes. They added a new double touch lane change skill move, which can be performed while standing or jogging. I'll be honest, I have no idea what that skill move is. Check out our pitch notes to learn more about this skill move. Okay, they've also addressed the following issues. In certain situations where the goalkeeper was rushing out, CPU AI control players would attempt to perform a chip shot and miss the net unintentionally. Haven't really experienced that. And in some stadiums, ball kids could miss their throws to the intended player. Again, something I haven't experienced, but it's good to see that they're making these improvements. And for career mode, they've made the following changes. They've added double playstyle plus player items in the Youth Academy. Check out our pitch notes to learn more about this Youth Academy update. I guess it just means more players within the Youth Academy will have the playstyle plus traits. I think that wasn't really necessary because, well, in my experience, quite a lot of the players I promote from the Youth Academy already have Playstyle Plus and quite a lot of playstyles in general. So I'm kind of worried that they may get a bit overpowered, because I think even now, like progressing in career mode, it's still a bit overpowered with the coaches and stuff. I don't even use them, to be honest, because your players just develop way too quickly, especially the young players with like high potential. So I think that's just going to add on to that. They also addressed the following issues. In manager career, player items on international duty could not be removed from the starting 11 or substitutions. That's a very good fix there. That bug was annoying at times. And they've of course made some general audio and visual settings just to make the overall experience much better. Not many changes regarding the gameplay nor regarding the career mode there, but of course this update was mainly about the Euro 2024 update, which you're seeing the gameplay on screen right now. All the stuff added there, and I'm looking very forward to playing this. But how exactly are we going to play it? Now let's get into the settings that we'll be using. These are the settings on screen right now. The settings are very important, and in this video I decided to show them before the sliders, because most of you guys don't watch the part where I talk about the settings if I show them after the sliders, right? I don't blame you. You guys are here for the sliders and then you miss out on the settings, but I will highlight that the settings are just as important as the sliders, so apply them to your game as well. And now let's get into the sliders. Kicking things off with the sprint speed. Now the sprint speed for the user will be on 3, and the sprint speed for the CPU will be on 2. This will give a 1 advantage to the user, and the user will also get another 1 advantage in the acceleration. The user's acceleration will be on default 50, whereas the CPU's will be down to 49. Now why do we do this? Why do we give the user an advantage? That's because if the CPU and the user have the same acceleration and same sprint speed, you'll find situations where they just blast past your defenders like they're not there, and they just run and sprint through everything, right? So to counteract that, this is what you should do. Now, as for shot error, it's the same for both on 65. Pass error is the same for both on 80. Shot speed is on 46 for both CPU and user, and then pass speed is also the same for both on 32. Injury frequency remains on 85 as it has all year. Injury severity remains on 35 as it has all year. Goalkeeping ability is on 66 for both the user and the CPU, and then we have marking all the way up to 75 for both the user and the CPU, making things very tight, making it very difficult to just run past the defenders, especially because you have that one boost in acceleration. Having the marking so high will make it difficult for you just to run past the defenders, which you are seeing in the game right now. Run frequency is on 10 just to prevent you from having too many goals and your players constantly making runs. I have this on 10 because I also sometimes want to manually generate a run and the direction. Sometimes I get it wrong, but it also adds that other factor for you to be very much aware of the player that's on the ball and off the ball. Line height is on 60, so it raises the defensive line just a bit so that not every team just sits back and parks. The bus line length, however, is on 33, makes things very congested in the central areas of the field, again, to make it more difficult just to pass through or run through everybody. Line width is on 47, again, makes things a bit more compact. It does leave a bit of space on the wide areas, but not too much. And then we have fullback positioning on 30, and finally first touch control error is boosted all the way up for both user and CPU up to 90. This makes it more difficult to play those first time passes, you know, like the tiki-taka type of football and stuff like that, especially with low rated players. It makes it difficult to just dribble past everybody because they may overrun the ball and run into a defender, so the ball control attribute becomes very much important here. It makes it very difficult to take a touch in tight areas or under pressure, so the composure attribute gets very much important here. So yeah, the first touch control error is all the way up to 90. So there are the sliders, there are the settings. That is title update 15, and I'll be honest, I am really enjoying this, especially the game that you're seeing playing right now, right? You'll see in the first half nothing really happened in terms of attack. There weren't really many chances. I think we had 2 shots playing as Portugal, and the opposition had 1 shot. By the way, we're playing on Legendary here. So yeah, I think I'll be playing on Legendary as well as World Class, as well as Ultimate. Like I have mentioned previously, how I break that down, and especially in career mode, how to determine. To those who don't know, I play on World Class difficulty in home matches, in domestic competitions. I play on Legendary in away games. In domestic competitions, I play on Legendary also in your home games in European competitions, and I play on Ultimate in away games in European competitions. Now I have player-based difficulty turned off. I tried to turn it on, but then it didn't look good, you know, like the weird dribbling mechanics. It makes it more difficult. So if you guys want to prioritize a challenge over realism, turn on player-based difficulty. It definitely makes it more challenging. However, the dribbling is just very much unrealistic, so I'd rather not do that. You also saw in my game settings that I turned off assisted jockeying. That makes it a bit more difficult to defend as well. So, you know, the game doesn't help you to jockey your player or to keep them in play. So if you don't manually make the tackle or anything, they'll just dribble past you. So again, that's another way of trying to make the game more difficult. But all in all, I'm happy with the game right now. I know it's not perfect. You know, trust me, I know it's not perfect. I'm not saying these sliders will completely change the game. I mean, we can't recode the game using sliders, you know. Very much looking forward to the next game. You know, rumors of other games, you know, FIFA 2K, is that even going to be a thing? You know, the UFL open beta thing. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts about the sliders, the settings. Any questions, drop them down there. Are you guys excited about the rumors of the new games? Are you guys excited about the Euro 2024 experience that's been added to this update? But that's it from me. I've been Cookie Crusher. I'll see you guys next time.